You're
That's
going to eliminate
a great guarantee. The government
so you give the money to the government.
Money.
That's right.
And how much interest rate?
Well, now you can go all the way up to 50% interest on these. The lowest I've ever seen is 8%. But basically, the states decide what the interest rate will be. So you could start at 8, and you could go all the way up to 50% depending upon the state.
Now, when you think about when I put my money in the bank, which I think is a very safe place and a secure place, and that I'm making money, but I'm only making 3, 4, 5%.
So now you make 6 times as much. Six times as much on the tax.
And it's still guaranteed by the government.
Well, sure, you give your money to the government.
Right.
What you're really doing, it's secured by that real estate. You see what happens? In other words, you're really helping somebody out, and when you help them out, you paid the taxes for them, and ultimately they're going to go in and pay those taxes. And when they pay those, they're going to have to pay a little penalty. When you pay a bill late, it's a penalty. Well, that's a nice interest rate of return. So when you buy a tax lien certificate, whatever it is, whatever that interest rate is, the government's going to give you back your money, plus you're going to get the interest rate on that, whatever those certificates.
What happens if they don't pay their taxes?
Well, that's like winning the lottery. I mean, it's wonderful then, because if the person doesn't pay their taxes, you're going to be first in line to get that property.
You paid $357 for 10 acres of land, and this is a picture of it?
That's a picture.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Here's a more important picture.
No, wait a second. You paid $357. You bought 10 acres of land, and I guess you sold it? How much?
Sold it about 30 days later for $6,000.
I know about real estate. Why didn't I know about this?
Well, wealthy people have been doing this for decades, but they're very quiet about it because you see the returns are so high. Just think of how quickly you could get wealthy. Well, wealthy people have been doing this for years. Tax lien certificates have been around more than 100 years.
Whoa. So this is a secret. No one knew about it.
Well, that's the problem. You'll never see huge ads in the newspaper all about this. Right. You don't see it on television. So that's why I created this program. This is a program to teach people how to do this. Now, you see, the bankers know about it. They go down and they borrow your money. They rent your money at 4 and 5%, right. And then they go down and buy these tax lien certificates and earn 18%, 24%, some states 16%. They earn all different rates on their money, but they're much higher than what you get at the bank.
So I'm putting my money in the bank, and then the bank is taking my money and going and doing this with it.
Some of the biggest bidders at sales are bankers, institutions, people that have money. The wealthy people have been doing this for years, but they're not going to tell you about it.
Well, but how about the Joe Blow that doesn't know anything about it?
The average person can do this. You see, this is a list of tax liens. There's 24,000 tax liens on this list alone. This is 1 year's crop. This isn't a 10-year crop. County. Look at the size of that.
So one county has 24,000 opportunities for me to get
just in this one county, and there's 3,300 counties in the United States. You could go to any county, every county. This county here, this particular newspaper is 95 pages of tax lien. This is where you and I bought it. 95 pages of all tax liens. We could go around the country. This is from Palm Beach, Florida. Look at the thickness of that newspaper. It took me 3 or 4 years to do this research, actually closer to 4 years, and I traveled all over the country, east and west and north and south, and I attended those sales to see exactly what went on.
You know, I'd invest in the lottery if they gave me my money back plus 15%. Okay, well, that's what they do here. They give you your money back plus 15%, and if you get a hit, what do? You get 50% on your money, and if you really get a hit, what do? You buy a property for pennies on the dollar. So, I mean, you look at that and you have to say, well, it's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, you might as well do it. Where are you going to do better?
Now, are they all similar then in how once you learn how to do?
Well, each state is allowed to have its own rules. So if you went to the state of Texas, for example, you could buy tax liens, and they would pay you back 25% interest. Whereas if you went to a state like say Arizona, they pay 16%. So the state sets the rate of interest that you'll receive. But so each one has its own little rules. Of course, that's why you have a guidebook, so you can look up on the guidebook and know what to do.
But again, so you're telling me if I go to Arizona, I can earn 16%. If I go to Texas, I can earn 25%, guaranteed by the government.
Basically, that's correct. You see, because you're going to invest your money with the government, and when you invest with the government, you're going to get a government guaranteed check back. Absolutely. The government will give you the money back, or if you didn't get you the money back, you'll actually get the property. It would be one or the other.
So again, free and clear. You get these properties free and clear. You don't have a mortgage on it.
No mortgage.
You don't, okay, and sometimes you keep them, you rent them out, you get even added income.
Sure.
Because for you, do you turn around and sell them real quickly, or do you sometimes rent them out, or?
The beauty about this business, you can do anything. Cash out, you can rent them. It's up to you. You have so little money invested, the option's yours.
So again, whether you're on a student's salary or whether you're a medical doctor, anybody can do this.
And it's so simple. Anybody can do it. If they would read the guidebook, by the time they finish, within 3 days you could be making money.
That's great. Well, now don't go away, because when we come back, I am actually going to go to an auction and do this myself. So I'll show you just how easy it is. I've never done this. Again, stay tuned. I'm excited. Where am I going?
Phoenix.
Ooh! Did you get this diamond Rolex watch from coming to tax lien sales?
They have helped quite a bit, yes. I never had it before I started doing that.
You could live the lifestyle you've always dreamed about by just ordering Ted Thomas's How to Make Your Personal Fortune with Government Money, an educational system that will teach you everything you need to know about how to get up to 50% interest on your money and how to accumulate real estate for just pennies on the dollar. The easy step-by-step journey begins with the entire process, as well as how to buy tax lien certificates by mail without ever leaving your home. The deed directory lists all the states and counties in America that sell tax deeds, including phone numbers and addresses, so that you can obtain catalogs and property lists. The lien directory contains names, addresses, and telephone numbers of each county in the United States that sells tax liens. With the directory, you will have access to the names, addresses, and phone numbers of the right people to talk to and write to, which makes the mail order approach to purchasing tax liens an easy process. And also, to simplify the process, sample letters with the appropriate questions to ask government officials are also included. There are 2 videos. Volume 1 shows you how the tax lien auctions work, and also interviews with various county officials. Volume 2 answers all the questions you might have as a newcomer to the tax lien arena. Also included is a newsletter, jam-packed with actual case histories of successful tax lien and tax deed purchases. The Quick Start audio will show you how to make money immediately. Now, for those of you who order right now, Ted Thomas will also include 2 bonuses. The first is a video of tax lien and tax deed buyers telling their success stories, successful doing the same thing. The second is a book entitled How to Buy Tax Liens Through the Mail. Explains all the details on how to accomplish wealth without ever leaving the comfort of your own home. This entire Ted Thomas system, How to Make Your Personal Fortune with Government Money, can be yours for the price you see on the screen. Don't wait. Start building your personal fortune using government money now.
Came across Ted's material, and we found it to be very informative. It was easy to understand and go through, and just using his principles this year, we've made about $44,000.
After reading Ted's material, in the holiday season of one year, by the time the holiday season come around the next year, I had made almost $90,000.
Start your personal fortune today. To order, have your credit card ready and call the number on your screen now. Full amount to Personal Fortune, 5959 Triumph Street, Commerce, California, 90040. Call the number on your screen, and if you order now, you'll also get Ted's special bonus videos of successful students and how to buy tax liens by mail, a $60 value free. Call now and start your personal fortune today.
Welcome back. I'm here with Ted Thomas, but now we're going to go to Phoenix, Arizona, and we're going to watch me. It's my very first experience at a tax auction. Okay, I'm excited. We're here on the steps of the courthouse, and we are about ready to go into a tax lien sale, right? And luckily I'm here with Ted, so you're going to walk me through this. What's the first course of events?
Okay, well, first we have to start out with a list, and this is a list for this particular county. Now, in 50 states across the United States, they're going to send you a list just like this.
Where do you get this list?
Now, this list we got from the county of Maricopa County.
Okay.
It's actually 95 pages. Each page, 95 pages of... That's right. There's 350 on every page.
And each one of those
each one of those
properties.
people those are properties that people didn't pay their taxes. So what we're going to do is we're going to go pay the tax for them.
So this is thousands of properties that are available just from this year
There's probably
alone.
25,000 on this list. 25,000.
And when we go pay the tax lien, we have an opportunity that we might then get those properties.
You might not only get the property, but you might, if you didn't get that, you're going to get 16% interest. That's not bad.
That's great.
That's going to be great.
So
what we're going to do?
Show me how to do
That's
this.
what we're going to do. Let's go and get registered right now.
Good.
Okay. All right?
I got
Let's
my ID and I'm all ready to
That's
go.
right. We have to go get registered.
Okay, show me.
All right.
Okay. I did it!
Bravo!
there. But I wound up
Well,
with
everybody is.
half
It's the
a
first
dozen.
time. Every time you do it first time, it's going to be a little nervous.
Yeah.
It wasn't so hard, was it?
No, it wasn't at all. I just got my number and flashed it up there, and what? Now I'm earning 16% guaranteed by the government, right?
Exactly.
On my money. Now,
Exactly.
I don't know about you at home, but I know that the majority of my money's in, what, past
Passbook savings accounts.
And
yeah.
I'm making 3%,
So now you're
maybe
making
5. Now I'm making 16% guaranteed by the government like that. That was
five
so
times
easy.
as much. 5 times as much as you were making on your passbook savings.
Now,
Isn't that great?
It's great. Now, I have to say again, I was a bit intimidated. I was a bit nervous, and yet it was so easy. It kept
Show us how much
surprising
work
me.
it was. How much work was it?
It was.
And that's all you had to do, wasn't
I
it?
barely said 16, and she looked at me, and
She said 5437, and you own that certificate. As easy as that.
Why doesn't everybody know about this?
Because no one's made a film like this before, so nobody knows.
Thank goodness to us, huh?
That's
We have
right.
a lot to tell everybody about. Boy, I mean, this is really exciting. 5437.
But you know what?
I'm,
There's
I'm
other states.
in the money.
That's
What?
right. You know, if we go to other states, we could go to Texas, we could make 25% on our money rather than 16. And you know what? In Michigan, up to 50% in the second year.
Are we
That's
going to
not in-
Michigan? You're taking
well,
me to Michigan.
We might as well. We might as well go to Michigan.
We'll go on a road show with
That's
this.
right, exactly.
What fun. Did you know 5's my lucky number?
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Well, that's
so I was
great.
very excited. I have to tell you, when I first started, though, I was a bit intimidated. I thought it was going to be hard or something to it, but it was a piece of cake.
Well, see, the newcomers are kind of intimidated when they first get there, but you know who buys tax lien certificates?
Who?
Institutional investors buy them because of the high rates of return, and the bankers buy them. See, the banks come to you and they say, we'll rent your money. Put your money in the bank at 4% or 6%. Now, that sounds great, doesn't it? You get 6% on your money. The banks will go down there. They're getting 24%. Some states are getting all the way up to 50% on the money. So that's who's sitting on the front row raising their bidder's number again and again and again because they want to buy millions of dollars worth.
So we're putting our money in the bank.
Exactly.
Thinking that what a great investment, and we're getting 3, 4, 5% on our money at best.
That's right.
And we're giving it to the bank, and then they're taking our money, and they're going down to the courthouse with their representative, who are all those guys you said
That's
down
right.
there in the front
They
row.
just kept bidding.
Some people like myself, I got a bunch at 16%, a handful
right.
of properties that
That's
I came away with.
Paid $200 for this one and sold it for $20,000. $20,000, and to boot that,
You spent $200, and you sold it for $20,000. In how long? A period of time did you hold on to it?
This was about 2 months. I kept it
In 2 months' time, on a student's salary of paying $200, you sold a property for $20,000.
Someone to explain it. That's all they need to do is get someone to explain. That's why we created the guidebook, to show them how to, so they could learn how to do it first of all. So you could call any county in the United States and get a directory just like this.
When did you start doing this, Tim?
I started doing this 4 years ago, and I just became absolutely infatuated
And
with
how
it.
did you find out about it?
Well, I heard about people making massive amounts of money.
Same thing. You simply heard about it. That's what
right.
people were telling me is, well, I heard about it, and so a neighbor said, oh, come on, I guess I'll show you. No one wants to show you this, folks, because everyone is making so much money, they don't want to tell their partner, their next-door
Nobody's
neighbor,
gonna tell you.
because you're going to get all the deals that they would also like to get for themselves.
And there's thousands of them. This isn't one or two. It's thousands and thousands of these that anybody could bid on. Now, there's no way they could sell all these. This is a picture of a treasurer that happens to be, I just brought this newspaper along. This treasurer is selling off certificates, and he had 24,000 certificates to sell, and in 5 days, he was only able to sell 4,000 of them. They're all left over. If you know how to buy them, which you do now, you could go out and buy those tomorrow afternoon.
Stay with us, because we're going to come back, and Ted's going to share even more stories with us. I'm floored.
You could live the lifestyle you've always dreamed about. Your personal fortune with government money. An educational system that will teach you everything you need to know about how to get up to 50% interest on your money and how to accumulate real estate for just pennies on the dollar. The easy step-by-step journey begins with the guidebook that teaches you the entire process, as well as how to buy tax lien certificates by mail without ever leaving your home. The deed directory lists all the states and counties in America that sell tax deeds, including phone numbers and addresses, so that you can obtain catalogs and property lists. The lien directory contains names, addresses, and telephone numbers of each county in the United States that sells tax liens. With the directory, you will have access to the names, addresses, and phone numbers of the right people to talk to and write to, which makes the mail order approach to purchasing tax liens an easy process. And also, to simplify the process, sample letters with the appropriate questions to ask government officials are also included. There are 2 videos. Volume 1 shows you how the tax lien auctions work, and also interviews with various county officials. Volume 2 comes to the tax lien arena. Also included is a newsletter, jam-packed with actual case histories of successful tax lien and tax deed purchases. The Quick Start audio will show you how to make money immediately. Now, for those of you who order right now, Ted Thomas will also include 2 bonuses. The first is a video of tax lien and tax deed buyers telling their success stories, describing how they did it and how you too can be successful doing the same thing. The second is a book entitled How to Buy Tax Liens Through the Mail. Explains all the details on how to accomplish wealth without ever leaving the comfort of your own home. This entire Ted Thomas system, how to make your personal fortune with government money, can be yours for the price you see on the screen. Don't wait. Start building your personal fortune using government money now.
Came across Ted's material and we found it to be very informative. It was easy to understand and go through, and just using his principles this year we've made about $44,000.
After reading Ted's material,